My father's a draftsman. I was familiar with designing space and laying out space and whatnot. And my mother, we were always doing interior design projects, we were always visiting houses. So that's how architecture was introduced and that interest. It wasn't until grade 8 graduation, I was a recipient of the grade 8 Vernames Math Award. And at that point, it was encouraging because I always did well at math, I always did good, but I didn't realize I was that good. I also won the grade 8 art award, but that was more or less expected, not to be conceited. But when I won the math award, it was like, oh. So that was encouraging to realize that I did have a strength in that discipline in that field. Had like a day of like building and little like children engineering projects. I still remember being taught like the triangle's the strongest shape. I approached, I guess, architecture more as the visual art aspect and the historical aspect versus the technological aspect. Within the undergraduate program, I worked at 4 different design firms, architecture firms, and 2 government agencies in Toronto and firms in New York. Since completing graduate studies, I've been working in Toronto with KPMB Architects. For the STEM, I always lean towards mathematics. I understand science, technology, engineering, and math being central to all of it. What I always enjoyed about math was the problem solving. What I see applying today, especially with the world of architecture, is a problem solving aspect that science and math that you're always looking for. You're always investigating some kind of solution. So for myself, we're investigating space, we're investigating programs, we're investigating your funding, or we're investigating like the sustainable aspects. And so it's a problem solving through space and design and technology that we're implementing today as architects. I came across an article in Architect magazine, this is 2007, that only 0.2% of licensed architects in America are Black women. So to know that I chose a profession that I've already finished my graduate degree in, and I already had work terms in that I basically don't exist in, was slightly shocking, but it was eye-opening at the same time, because at that point, I knew personally of 2 other Black women and other visible minorities in my program, and I had met architects, Black female and Black male architects, throughout work terms in New York, so I knew they did exist. With architecture, your clients, developers, engineers are mostly male. It's an environment I'm familiar with, and it's not necessarily uncomfortable, it's different. And it's just acknowledging that you'll come in as a minority. So I come in as a minority as a woman, I come in as a minority visually as well. So it's not that there's anything negative about being a minority, it's just being fully aware and mindful of that. A lot of the team would be addressing, gentlemen, let's do this, gentlemen, do that. So sometimes you make a gesture or tap your pen quietly to sort of highlight you're there, but depending on what role you enter the team, you probably just stay quiet and just let them continue. One person encouraging the others, being like having the balls to do this and that. And you slowly interject, be like, I don't have the balls. Just to not pursue something because there's risk or challenges, that's just life. You may get in a car accident driving, so you're not going to drive, you're not going to get on a plane. There's risk doing anything in life. Again, a lot of these STEM programs are problem solving, so it's not necessarily the task at hand, but also yourself professionally. So you may encounter a challenge with a colleague. So instead of being like, oh, I was challenged, therefore quit and retreat, it's like, how do you approach the problem to that? To a child, it might seem like you're going to be in a lab or you're going to be a doctor, but I believe the STEM programs help you with whatever you want to do. If you want to, like, not to be stereotypical, but if you wanted to bake or be a home dresser or design clothing, you need fractions of all those disciplines to understand and be successful in all those careers.